Do we have a...
Hello,
Hey,
everybody.
we're back!
Woo! We're back! We're doing live!
Alright.
We are... So, welcome back from our break, and we're about to get into this Game 2 of Labby Dabby Doo versus Legends on Tap. So, just a little update from Game 1. We saw a relatively clean, about 32-minute victory coming out of Legends on Tap in Game 1 with a very standard front-to-back comp centered around Jinx doing tons of damage. And so yeah, what are some wait, before I go into that, we have an update on the straw poll MVP from Game 1. It appears that Account is going to be the people's choice for Game 1 MVP. So
I like it.
Perhaps Juicy J's sleeper pick not being such a sleeper pick after all.
Yeah!
Seems he is greatly appreciated. Can we get a exclamation mark ADC in chat, please?
Alright, we're going to pick that now. Do you have a link, Betos?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get you this pro draft real quick. And it seems we see that Kaisa ban being thrown down right now as Jumper Day scrambling to get this link so he can actually do something here.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, you got it? Wait, hold on. He's
I'm
got
here.
it. Shen ban. I tried to word that in a way that it made it sound like it was me who was an heir here, but it just made it sound like you were heir here. I completely butchered that. It was designed to be I was trying to be like self-deprecating. It just ended up being you deprecating. For that,
Yeah,
I
you're,
apologize sincerely.
It's okay, your toxicity came out just a little bit there. That's alright, it's to be expected.
Yeah, it's to be expected from it's to be expected from someone who wishes lobotomy upon other individuals. You know how it goes.
Something D2, by the way.
D2, by the way. Yep. As we see, Kaisa Shen Belkaz ban's gonna be thrown down from Labby Dabby Doo already this game. That's Shen ban. What do you think of that?
I think it's a good call. Account
Without a question.
definitely showed that he's familiar with that champ, and he can definitely sneak on you. We got the
Very
Echo bans,
true.
Caitlyn bans, Jarvan bans.
Rafal's Urgot kind of thrashing that lane for the first 5 minutes, but then Account being like, download complete, and then just going ape shit all over Labby Dabby Doo's entire team.
Account looks like he's going to get the Scion this time around. We'll see how that goes.
Well, into a rumble pick should go pretty okay once they get items, honestly. So, huge focal point of this draft already is that rumble pickup for Labby Dabby Doo. Rumble not necessarily a champ you see that much anymore.
It's definitely one of Rapal's picks. It's something that he likes. Checking his match history, you definitely see him trying to push it in solo queue. We got Sivir Leona as well. That's got a surprising amount more kill pressure than you think it does.
Yeah.
Sivir is definitely one of those, like, you think it's kind of safe. You think you just want to wave clear, but yeah, you get a boomerang with Leona passive to the face, you might be gone.
Very much so. One pick that's already looking very scary for Legends on Tap is going to be that Jinx locked in against that Sivir Leona lane. Jinx having 325 movement speed and no escape on her kit means that it's very likely that Leona will be able to find a lot of Zenith Blades in this lane, or perhaps just raw ults to be able to force flashes or perhaps deaths out of this Jinx. Very scary here. What support pickup would you perhaps like to see most in order to protect this Jinx from almost certain demise in this lane?
Definitely looking in the direction of like Janna or something like that, but if they want frontline, yeah, Alistar exists. Alistar can definitely be a play, but if our support pick wants to play an Enchanter, I was about to say either Morgana or Janna. It looks like Morgana's about to go off the board. Oh, nope, Veigar.
Oh, Veigar gonna be banned out by Labby Dabby Doo here.
There's the Morgana. There it is.
Morgana, a reasonably strong pick in this lane. However, I would venture a guess that picking a front line in this matchup that counters the Leona or can at least play well into it, such as the Alistar or Braum, or maybe even a Thresh. Thresh, kind of unsure of a counter status due to his very low base armor and reliance on that Flay. In order to counter that Leona's Zenith Blade means if he actually gets engaged upon, he would be dropped extremely low in that lane. But with that front line, they could take a lot of pressure in that lane. But Legends on Tap instead opting for the Enchanter approach, likely going to be losing some of that lane pressure just because of the all-in potential of Sivir and Leona.
This
but
is a
with that
Lucian
Morgana
lock-in.
means they will probably not die. That is a Lucian lock-in. Nothing is being said in chat, so that is likely going to be a Lucian mid, perhaps?
Lucian mid? Yeah.
Yeah, and that would mean Malphite jungle, I guess. That's probably the only realistically solid explanation for this.
You can take Rumble into the jungle. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me right now, as Malzahar comes out too.
I think Labby Dabby Doo definitely ghosting this chat, taking the caster's advice here, saying we want to throw Labby on something he can just run at him with.
Yeah. Well, this is spicy. I'm Labby Dabby Doo's got a spicy team. I like it. Once again, not paid to agree with it, not paid at all even. But yeah. I like the spice. Spice is nice.
Labby Dabby Doo definitely having a lot scrappier team comp than we saw from last game, with this Lucian able to maneuver around these fights very well. One of the issues for them is likely going to be dealing with that Kha'Zix and Malzahar, though, as Malzahar able to just ult everyone at will, and that Kha'Zix able to isolate and pick off the multiple squishy carries on Labby Dabby Doo's team. How, especially with the noticeable lack of perhaps peel for their carry core.
I mean, there is the potential for them to just take Leona and Malphite and say, hey, this is your mindset this game. If you see Kha'Zix, ult his ass. You know? They're not gonna... They can definitely walk in with that mindset of just peel the Sivir, peel the Lucian with those big ultimates that Malphite and Leona provide, but those are definitely more engage-centric ultimates. They're definitely ultimates that you think that you would want to target with Jinx and stuff like that, but you can flip the script and you can play it defensively. But it looks like we've got a press go button on Sivir, we got a everybody slow down button on Rumble, we've got everybody just get knocked up and stunned buttons on Leona and Malphite, with Lucian just tearing them up on the sides. Like, I think they just want to go hard.
Yeah, they definitely want to go hard. This comp is built for team fighting, and that Lucian and Rumble being able to apply reasonable split push pressure is not much on Legends on Tap's team. Looks like it can duel that Lucian, however the issue being if they cannot get adequate ward control for that Lucian to be able to split. If they consider that as an option, means that Kha'Zix would definitely be something to worry about. So likely will not be seeing an option like that come out this game. And
there's definitely a jungle matchup to talk about here too, between if it is Malphite in the jungle, which looks like it is. If it's Malphite in the jungle versus Kha'Zix definitely has an early advantage. I think, you know, without proper rotations from the laners, Kha'Zix can take advantage of Malphite's slow clear by either getting ahead of him or take advantage of his just lack of real damage out early. That isolation damage is real, and if you discredit that, even as Malphite with somebody that has a lot of armor, you're gonna die.
I think that's definitely true here. If Labby is prepared for what this Kha'Zix can do to him, even early game, honestly, Kha'Zix probably won't do dick for damage against that Malphite, but however, if he gets caught off guard and or his lanes start losing in pressure, his very low clear speed can definitely hurt him, and Legends could start to look to take over this jungle. Falling behind, not necessarily something that Labby Dabby Doo wanting to look for this game either, as they once again have prioritized taking those dominant lane matchups and choosing a comp that is highly focused on engage and really only can engage. So they don't have much in the way of kiting or peeling except for the Lucian, who can kite very well.
And if things do go south, like we mentioned, like Leona, Malphite, those are definitely picks that can be made to just use as a pick and catch kind of style. If they start looking like that's something that they need to do because they have one or multiple people behind, they definitely can start taking vision control collectively rather than by themselves like they tried to do last game where they entered into warded areas, and definitely try to assert vision dominance and make the picks as they come.
Yeah. And so going into this game too, and now that we've covered comps, what in-game adjustments do you think you would like to see from both teams this match?
LDD is vision. It's vision, and it's moving and clearing vision. I think they have the aggressiveness down. They have the mindset that they want down. But you gotta back that up with a little bit in the way of smarts. There always has to be somebody that's in the comms screaming, buy a pink ward if you've got 75 gold, you know? But if they work together and they gain control of vision and they put that vision forward and they clear out the defensive vision that Legends on top tried to place out last game, then Legends is going to be playing dark, and that's going to be a serious disadvantage for that team.
That is very true, and against that comp in particular, Kha'Zix having to play against so much CC and just damage in team fights means if he can't set up the fights the way he wants them, he'll get melted as they start to transition into the late game. Now, I have to say, my one piece of advice for LDD based upon last game would have been patience. However, looking at the comp they have, one of the key points of executing this is going to be playing a high-tempo style of game and setting up the ward control that allows them to throw all caution to the winds and just run it straight down Legends on tap's throats.
It's definitely going to be, we've taken a tower, let's get a dragon. We've taken dragon, let's get a tower. It's definitely going to be like one objective after the other objective, and then knowing when to reset correctly, which also leads you to the wave management on the sides. There are a couple points in last game where the side lanes were not properly managed when folks were trying to siege. So if both teams get a hold of that, they can definitely make some adjustments, but LDD definitely has that one after the other. They definitely want to go 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 constantly.
100% side lane focus in general, from being side lane and focus, holy moly, can I speak please? Side lane focus in general looking to be a huge focal point of last game, as you could see both teams struggling to adequately manage their side waves, with a lot of that first Baron buff being perhaps not necessarily properly utilized by Legends on tap, as neither of their side lanes were pushing in or set up correctly before that first Baron. But luckily for them, they managed to set it up very well and get some clean execution to close out the game with that second Baron. So perhaps not necessarily a case of we gotta teach and we gotta learn, but a case of we need to execute and make sure we do it right the first time.
Yeah, they definitely have a style that they want to stick to. I like that approach for them. Looking at the comps just over though, like I'm all for LDD's team, and then we get to the Lucian, and I'm still like left scratching my head of how this fits into the overall synergy of the team. Like I understand Lucian pumps out a lot of damage. He's capable of split pushing, but it's just. I want a burst mage in this comp. I want an assassin rather than I want a second AD carry, you know?
I could definitely agree with that, but Lucian definitely having a lot of autonomy and presence in team fights. Actually, it seems like the Sivir being given to this is Lugo. I think we're seeing the Sivir mid actually going to be coming out here, which would make a whole lot of sense given that matchup. Sivir having great wave clear into those Voidlings might not necessarily a pick that will transition, not necessarily be a pick that is guaranteed to work out here, but definitely a lot of options here for this very unorthodox pick, and I'm very interested to see how it plays out.
This is one of like Lugo's things, isn't it? This is like his trademark. I play this, isn't it?
I don't know if this is his trademark. I play this, but as a fellow Sivir mid connoisseur, I respect the hell out of it.
Connoisseur, I like the style. Rocking the Huntress flavor too. Okay.
It's a Huntress. Oh man, I'm not a fan of that skin. That splash art is.
That's the Korean splash art. We didn't want to hire do another splash art, so we just pulled it from Korea.
Nice. That's the we didn't feel like sexualizing our we didn't feel like sexualizing our art today, so we went and we're lying. We actually sexualized it more.
Let's check these mastery points. What do we got going on here?
Yo, is that
okay? So we
huge mastery differential in that, man.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Maybe that might be his signature. Yes, I do play this pick then. Very much so.
Also got some
right.
some mastery points to catch up on.
I'm gonna pause at 5. I feel it'll actually let me go into this game. Alright. And I am paused at
I'm
5
on 5
seconds.
as well.
Alright. Oh, wait, okay, there we go. We get it back. Alright, so we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. Oh, we've got the pings coming out already.
Yeah, ping's going out already. It looks like Labby Dabby Doo going to be taking some very aggressive 5-man, perhaps as a response into that level 1 Morgana binding coming out. They are all walking over there. This is Lugo perhaps going to walk into. He gets a quick ward and the pixel brush. During that boomerang play, just getting some damage down on Legends in the count. That's going to be the 5-man invade. Completely scouted out. Rafal, meanwhile, just chilling topside, just relaxing and doing the.
Oh, are they just? It looks like they're just saying hi to each other.
What's poppin', bros? Please ease back, brother. Please, wait. Brothers, please Ez back. I don't see Ezreal in this game. Do you?
I don't. Yeah, no.
Uh-oh.
Unless they also have the hidden 6th ban.
Ooh. Maybe that's the 6th pick.
Alright.
I can see it.
I don't know, I mean, I guess the red start is okay. I guess I would figure Malphite would want a blue start, but
I actually think the red buff start pretty okay, because I don't really think Malphite's looking for perhaps a lot of damage onto the camps with his abilities. The abilities themselves don't necessarily do much damage, especially at level 1, so probably more what he's going to be looking for is just to slap all these camps to death, and the ability is going to be used in order to proc the talisman against camps such as raptors.
Okay. Makes a little bit of sense.
Yep, and we see Legend's going to be starting over here, this blue buff, and going to be clearing out his bot side jungle, going to go over to that Scuttle Crab now. We see Labby taking down those raptors, going to be walking over into his other jungle. Some quick trading going down, Lugo popping his spell shield, but not absorbing anything. Panic at the top hat, eating some quick boomerang blades. Now, as we look, Lugo taking a very aggressive position in this mid. Legend's about to finish this Scuttle Crab over here. We see a quick mid gank perhaps coming out. Morgana's taking so much damage. Bot, JG Bell, and Biscuit Hat being very nice jukes out from Biscuit Hat, but not able to avoid the zap though. Meanwhile in mid, Legend's just coming in saying hello. This is Lugo going to be hit by a lot of damage, and he's going to have to pop that pot and just play it safe. He gets that.
Rafal is definitely putting the hurt on Sion up top.
Oh yeah, definitely. That matchup very good for Rumble in that earlier level before Sion scales up and gets the items he needs to survive it. So there are multiple options you can take this lane. Two very important things in this matchup being that magic resist from the Spectre's Kill, but also having the mana to be able to wave clear out this Rumble. Because you especially see items like Glacial Shroud first coming out into matchups like Tryndamere and stuff in order to just wave clear the lane and stay safe.
Looking ahead a little bit though, looks like our first dragon of the game is going to be a Cloud Dragon. That's something that both teams are definitely going to want to fight for. And I know it's weird to say, a lot of people hate on Cloud Dragon, but it's a tempo dragon. It's a dragon that you take it and you can move around the map faster. And both sides.
No question. We see a gank. But hold on seconds. We see a gank from Legends coming in top as my camera moves away like a freaking I hate my camera, but it's okay. We're following the hope down.
Cam, I see that you were watching a gank there. How about we go to bot? Right. I get a little slap and tickle down in the bot lane, but nothing too big.
Slap and tickle. So if JJ Bell and Biscuit Hat were to drop 10 tickles down, would that make them an octopus?
Yeah. Okay, I gotta stop the stream now. I'm done.
Let's see. Yeah, this is Lugo running a little low on mana, doing his best to wave clear out this Malzahar. Some more trading going to be done top lane as a Count, going in and getting some good damage on Rafal.
Yeah, Scion base damage making itself known.
Indeed, Scion, though, running very low on mana at the moment. Might be forced to back by this Rumble tempo. Let's see what happens here as letting this wave crash. Rafal is going to be
Kha'Zix
more
sneaking
way,
up
but
in
we
the
got
line bushes up top.
Oh, this is a very smart gank from Legends. This is very risky though, as you look at his entire bot side jungle and you see that it's still up. It's definitely losing a lot of camp clearing efficiency on this one, and with that wave position, Rafal going to be.
Oh, there's the flash. I don't know if he needed a flash there.
I think it was fine. That was definitely panic flash. Yeah, definitely a very huge investment from Legends, and with the placement of that wave, that leaves me kind of questioning perhaps the plan behind that gank overall.
Maybe they were just hoping for a little bit more of in the way of aggression from Rafal. Like, he had been putting that flame spitter in the face. He had been hitting those harpoons over and over and over again on Scion. But I think at some point he just started to respect the base damage of Scion and just like, yeah, no, I'm gonna play it safe. But I guess that's what they were hoping for.
That is very. Or maybe they were just hoping for a panic flash.
Yeah, maybe that too. I mean, a flash is a flash. They walked away with it.
This is Lugo going to be forced under tower, taking some damage. One thing I would actually like to see out of Lugo in this lane is intentionally walking next to those minions and proccing the spell shield right before the minion dies in order to absorb that. Malefic Visions and stop that wave from being pushed in. You see Legends doing a wraparound into the mid lane. A Panic at the top hat can manage to set this up with this flash ult. Could be very good. That's going to be the flash in, baiting out the spell shield with the E, but that is going to be the response. Legends going to be taking extremely low. Probably going to, going to die on tower. It's going to be first blood going over to it. This is Lugo, and he's probably going to run down Panic at the top hat right there with his ult. That's a double kill going Lugo's way.
That's it feels bad. You know, there are definitely situations where you're trying a little bit too hard, and that's one of them.
Yep. Definitely trying very hard to force, and very unfortunate there. Panic at the top hat not necessarily keeping track of his mana as he got the flash, baited the spell shield, got the E, and even then was only 20 mana away from being able to ult. Perhaps if we could have gotten that ult down, it would be a different story. You see
Rafal's got level 6 up in top lane, so he's got the advantage.
And he also has that Haunting guys coming out very early, which is going to be a huge spike for him when compared to the Scion's Catalyst in this lane. Catalyst, very solid early buy from a Count as it gravitates more towards the wave clear and mana in this matchup. You're going to see that Abyssal Mask coming out first item from the Scion here because of that Catalyst buy. Overall, I don't mind. There are multiple options you can take in there, Spectre's Cowl being one of them, but that also being the other one, and he will be able to back early and get, but as I say that,
moving in on this Malzahar.
Yeah, Sivir just moving in. Look in bot lane, Labyrinth 1898 chilling in the bush right here, looking for a fat Malphite ult. Biscuit Hat going to go in, and that's going to be the Malphite ult knock up onto Sir Everett's going to be taking extremely low, pops the heal, but dies. Kill going over to Labby. Very effective kill setup in that bot lane.
Yeah, they could definitely see some pressure around Dragon right now if they wanted it. Looks like Malphite.
Yeah. Looks like Labby's in some trouble though, as Legend, you're a Moose binding him, and Legend's looking for the thing. Labby gonna flash out, but that's gonna be the E expended, and the Leona going down on Legends as they look for the turn here. This is Luca gonna go in. Massive damage! Legends falls down! You're a Moose going to be taken down by JJ Bell with the flash over the wall, and the heal looks like Panic at the Top Hats is going to get mowed down by Lugo. And this Sivir pick working out extremely well for Lugo right now.
Yeah, no. Here I was bad talking the Lucian pick, but it's actually the Sivir pick, and the Sivir pick's doing work. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't really say how much of it has been the Sivir pick doing work, and how much of it has been the mid-jungle duo for Legends on Tap doing anti-work. Some very suspicious decisions coming out of them in the early game, leading to the Sivir getting a very early advantage in a lane matchup that, in one of the rare lane matchups where she's a champion who can get wave control over Malzahar. And Rafal can be looking for some more trading on the account. Account can be going into this bush. It's going to throw a ward down over here. Legends hovering topside. He's still sitting on level 5 at 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Not able to get much done as of yet on this Kha'Zix. He's going to see him taking down the Scuttle. Saying hi to Rift Herald. It's going to be evolving. Let's see what he evolves first. This looks like it's going to be the standard Claws evolution first. Legends just going to be walking into this jungle saying, "What's up, blue buff?" Gonna be pinking that bush and throwing that ward down over there. Textbook setup. Yes, very much so. Textbook setup from Legends to try and take this blue buff away, and it does indeed work, as Labby not gonna be gonna go over there and not want any of that. And Labby is just gonna walk over here and see that his blue's gone. Legend's gonna be sitting out in this bush waiting for something to happen as Lugo pops the Scrying Orb and getting full vision of a cat in the Skylar control. The top and mid pressure, the trio of pressure right now for Legends on Tap. Top side definitely not something they want to mess with.
Yeah, the goal right now, I think, for Legends is to definitely try to get a hold of that Rift Herald as quickly as possible. They're doing okay right now by warding in and getting control of the jungle in that area, but that's definitely the next big objective they want. As
JJ Bell going super aggressive in. JJ Bell going super aggressively on dropping that ult. Sir Everett's forced to flash out. That is a flashless Jinx against a Lucian Leona. That's going to be very scary for them. How many sitting at right now? He's sitting at 5 harvest procs. That's a pretty good spot to be in. We're gonna see a Legends poking into this jungle over here. Gonna be perhaps throwing down the Ghost Poro in order to protect Account as he pushes up. That is a very nice Ghost Poro, because one of that is very much on the common bushes. But wait, Account going to be ulting Rafal. Rafal flashing out, still getting hit, but Legends going in. Rafal dropping the ult. Can he do anything? It doesn't look like he can. 2 flashes burned, and Rafal gonna be going down to a Account.
Yeah, if you're in that situation and you're Rafal right there, you know you're gonna die. Scion is super low. Just turn it, man. Just turn it.
You see a turret dive going down on bot lane. It looks like Labby burned ult and almost killed Sir Everett's. One of them got knocked out. But wait, Sir Everett's still just kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place as Disc Attack going in and getting that CC down, giving the kill over to JJ Bell. Jesus. Then Panic at the Top Hat coming down here, going to be doing his best to save this tower. We see a very proactive call going on top lane with Account and Legends going to be doing that Rift Arrow, but this is Lugo is caught onto them and he's going to be going in. He flashes, he gets the blade. Account's going to be taken down. Can Legends finish off this kill? This Sivir is very speedy, but wait, what?
Okay.
Oh. Okay, Rafal's here. Rafal is here to save the day. That's another Harvest proc. Legend's likely going to be falling here as Rafal just chases him down and singes him.
The Sivir spotting there a little questionable, but I mean it worked out for him. He got the backup that he needed.
Definitely. One thing I want to talk about though, looking at this, is this Sivir build. A lot of things you see, most AD carry builds you see that happen are going to be the straight rush for that damage item on perhaps the Infinity Edge or sometimes the Reaver, but the BF sword into Shiv build being opted for here, and honestly, I kind of like it. It makes a lot of sense. You get that Shiv out very early once you have that BF sword for your scaling damage, and it allows you to get that wave clear on Malzahar and keep control of that lane. And it very much seems, now considering he is 5 kills up right now, he is not having much of a problem at all with dealing damage. Gonna see some trading going on. Biscuit Hat could be trapped up by Sir Everett's here. Binding from Morgana goes wide. And Zap also goes wide. Now, we are going to start to see some bot side jungle pressure being taken up here from Legends on tap. Panic, Top Hat, and Legends sitting in this bush, going to be spotted out by that scrying alert from This Is Lugo. Red buff going to be handed over to This Is Lugo, but JJ Bell going ham under the tower and taking down Sir Everett. That's going to be a heal from JJ Bell. A failed flash over the wall from Morgana, and JJ Bell going to escape with his life. Meanwhile, Panic, Top Hat being gone on by Labby. That's an ult from Malphite. Damage coming in from Sivir. Flash on him by Labby. Legend's gonna be taken extremely low, stunned by the ult. Panic at Top Hat looking for the turn with the Mazahar ult. And
Morgana, you're dead.
False ult, and poor Morgana just gonna be mobbed, burning her stopwatch. It's gonna be in vain. A juicy ult, but unfortunately with no follow-up and nothing else she can do, that is going to be some bad news bears. As this early game just going all sorts of wrong for Legends on tap right now.
Yeah, no, they're playing in the tight spaces of the jungle. That's exactly where Labadabadoo wants you to be. They have the Rumble, they have the Malphite, they have the Leono, they have all of those ults. They just say screw everybody that's standing in this tight corridor right now.
Precisely, and especially with that Sivir already having that static Shiv. That means you combine the Boomerang Blade and the W with that damage that Shiv is going to be outputting at this stage in the game before a lot of this front line having the ability to tank that stuff. They're going to be taking so much damage in these early to mid game corridor fights. Luca going to be spell shielding out that E and clearing this wave right here as we see Legends going on to the Rift Herald for another attempt.
They should have this one. Yeah. They should be okay here.
Going so far as to bring this Morgana up. Very proactive play from Yura Moose here. There is really no neutral objective to be taken in this bot side right now, so that means that Morgana is free to go top without having to worry about losing that Dragon Pressure. That is a very nice Herald pickup from Legends on tap. Hoping that allows them to start clawing their way back into this game. Sir Everett's just going to be chilling at this tower. It's a very smart move. JJ Bell and Biscuit Hat looking to see what they can do down here. Legend's gonna be stealing that blue buff away. Sir Everett's gonna be wave clearing under that tower. I want to see a dive. They know it's just a jinx. Just dive him.
We got Morgana back in the neighborhood now, though. She should be okay.
She'll be good. Wait, can I get my game kind of stuttered for a little bit? I'm currently at 41, 42, 43. Alright.
Pause, restart?
Yeah, you guys can pause for 2 seconds.
Okay. I'm on 1646 right now.
1646, let me go. Can you go to 1648? 48's the best I can get.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get it there. Clicking things is hard.
It really is. Okay. Everyone ready?
Yeah, I'm on 47. Right. It's fine.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so getting back from this game, JJ Bell going to be throwing down some damage on Sir Everett. Sir Everett's blasting away to the safety of his Morgana and that tower. Account going to be going down on top lanes. Rafal taking extremely low, but the counter engage from Labby. They're going to drop Legend super quickly.
Yeah!
And Account just going to be slapped by this rock hard rock to death as Rafal comes in for this friggin' his burn. He's getting rock slapped up here, bro. Well. Meanwhile, dive going on down here. Sir Everett's going to be dropped by JJ Bell and Biscuit Hat. Stun going down on JJ Bell, but likely not much can be done. Yura Moose going to be binded down under the tower. He is dead. Gotta be careful of that Morgana. Boy, here comes Panic at the top hat. Biscuit Hat going to run the other way and flash out. Very good by him.
I like the aggression from the bot lane. It was more of a story of missed abilities there. If they had hit their ability correctly, if Biscuit had got that Zenith Blade, they would have been through that quickly and cleanly and had the double kill, likely.
Yeah, very much so, and perhaps not being entirely cognizant of that Morgana binding cooldown as well, getting caught with that under that tower.
JJ Bell with the salt coming out in chat.
Dude, I respect it. Morgana bind's stupid. Hate that, dude. So looking at this game, already around like 6 point. Would you like that? That's like a 7.4 help in a math. How does it work? I can't do it. Okay, we're around a 7,000 gold lead already for Labby Dabby Doo. So what are some of the things you're going to be wanting to see from Labby Dabby Doo as this done to close out this game? As we see this Rift Herald being dropped mid.
What we want to see is we want to see that exact same aggression that was placed down by JJ Bell, and we want to see aggressive moves. You naturally want to hit your abilities and not die under turret, but yeah, no, that same aggressiveness is exactly what you want to look for here, and I think they can reproduce that if they start moving as 4 rather than, or diving as 4 rather than diving as 2. They'll definitely have more success though.
Yes, 100%. We want to start to see some of that aggressiveness being translated into that team fight scale, as we see this is Lugo just being left alone in this mid lane, free to push these turrets down, and on this super strong Sivir pick, he just melts these turrets. Meanwhile, Raval and Labby sitting down here, giving the pressure. Legends waiting in the wings here, seeing what he can do, and a cow can grab that turret top, and we see Labby ult going down, ult's being dropped, counter engage from Mira Moose, teleport coming in from a count. This is just a massive fight. Abilities being dropped everywhere, but it looks like the team fight prowess of Labby's team just gonna mow them down, as this is Lugo comes from the flank and just mows down all the people that survive. A complete 5-for-0 team wipe.
Yeah, this is Labby, or this is Lugo. This is Labby. This is Lugo and Rafal. Their items are online right now. They definitely have the ability to win those extended fights. I think that one went a little bit too long in the on the side of Labby Dabby or Legends on tap.
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to respect this team fight coming out, and unfortunately, it's looking like there's probably going to be nothing they can do, as Labby Dabby Doo amassing an insane 10,000 gold lead and a 21-2 kill deficit going the way of Legends on tap right now this game.
Baron's on the map right now. It's theirs to lose, honestly. Get your lanes pushing, start walking that way.
Triple Cloud Drake being given over to Labby Dabby Doo here, meaning they'll have the opportunities to find all the engages they want. And yeah, as you said, at this point, all the objectives of this entire map is Labby Dabby Doo's game to lose. Legends gonna go on Lugo, but just gonna get mowed down by this extremely fed Sivir. Very proactive play, but at the same time, you have to respect that the Sivir just does so much massive damage right now that you have to wait for the CC to come out and lock her down. And Panic on top has to get flashed on and mowed down again by Lugo. Lugo does not care. Your Moose is gonna get caught out in the jungle and mowed down by the rest of Labby Dabby Doo. As we see the dive coming out, Sir Everett's and a cow gonna do what they can. A cow can ult into the JJ Bell. Sir Everett's gonna get CC Sunlocked, killed, mowed down by this is Lugo again. Heal coming out to save JJ Bell, and a cow can be taken down under a turret, as this is Lugo now sitting at a dastardly 1104 kill count.
Yeah, they won the dive. They got everything they would want to get out of that. Only small critique is that Rumble going into the forest there, but hey.
Hey man, it's Rumble in the jungle, not Rumble in the forest. He isn't even using the jungle skin.
Yeah, it was a zoning ult.
Zoning ult. Okay.
Zoning ult. I'll believe that. So yeah, I honestly.
Right now.
Legends gonna get jumped on. Poor Legends, just not having a very good game right now. As Binding can be dropped on the Biscuit Hat. You see what they can do here, but unfortunately there's just no opportunity for them to jump in on this, as some of their key ults are down, and even though JJ Bell being brought extremely low on the top side, they really just can't overall find any of the fights that they will need to turn this around. This is Lugo going for the engage around. They're just running at him. Huge Malphite ulti and Leona ult combo coming out, and yeah, the entire team just gonna get mowed down. Get gunned down into the streets like the degenerates they are, as you see a cow taking down Sir Everett's on the wings there. Legends forced to run back to the safety of his base, and the 15,000 gold lead. Labby Dabby do right now, pushing into this mid lane, taking down this mid lane turret, taking down this inhibitor. Teleport's being thrown down bot lane. We're all going to be getting this turret as well. This is...
I hate to call it over.
You know, you hate to call it over, but I think it's over.
Yeah, it looks just about that way. I mean, okay, so Labby Dabby Doo, they're low. They need to reset, so this is not over right now.
That's true. Some of them being dropped extremely low, but honestly, at this point, you can kind of just 5-man it down. You can, as long as you don't actually just int the game away and throw it, they can just 5-man it down mid, and this should be a free win at this point.
Baron right now is a trap, though. Don't go to Baron, guys.
Third item, Bloodthirster, coming out of Lugo, which I perhaps like to see, but what Legends going in for the jump change. Legends just get everything they do just does so much damage. Malzahar ulti going to be used on Rafal, but not much follow-up going to be able to come in. They're seeing what they can get, but Labby waiting on the wings here. Sir Everett's gonna... Okay, we're just walking around. We're saying hello. He's doing his
They're
best.
Just poking each other now.
He'll gonna be burned out from Sir Everett's. Labby's just kind of walking in
I'm
here.
about to have ultimate up. Or his, yep, he's got it now. So.
Oh, with this Malphite ult, he can be looking for this juicy engage. There it is on the lead on Uramoot.
That's a good rumble.
Oh, he got dropped. Yeah,
there we go.
The damage coming in from Lugo, and the entire team just gonna be mowed down. I feel like, yeah, I got a drinking game for this stream. Take a shot every time I've said mode. Oh, Jesus. You hate to see that. You take a shot every time I've said mode down this game. And that is going to be the GG as we see a very decisive game 2 going Labby Dabby Doo, and that is a 34 kills to 2. That's got to be a PMA LCS record.
Yeah, you know, as a newcomer, I doubt that it is. Man, that's a good record.
Yeah, as someone who, as a fellow newcomer, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this has got to be a record. There's absolutely no way this is not a record. The chances of that not being a record are reasonably low. Looking at these numbers out here, 20,000 damage being thrown down by Lugo this game, and 19,000 being dropped by That's it's Rafal. Yeah, it's Rafal. Okay. Why am I confusing the top laners this game? Yeah, overall just a decisive game 2 going the way of Labby Dabby Doo.
Yeah, Legends on top. Honestly, the over-aggressiveness early got the kills in the wrong hands of the wrong people, and they were able to turn it. They had the comp where if they had just an edge of gas, they were going to take it, and they got just that.
Very much so, and it very much seems like these two teams, both teams that love skirmishing early, the tale of both of these games has been patience as the deciding factor in the early game for both of these games has been the losing team taking fights that perhaps weren't such a great idea and then getting punished for them. Example, game 1, you see Labby playing Lee and then just kind of meandering around and then just getting demolished when he tries to frontline. And then game 2, you see Legends trying to do some extremely proactive stuff and biting off more than he can chew, and well, I think the scorelines say it all. Unfortunately,
yeah, most definitely. As far as MVP from this game, like it's got to be This Is Lugo. Like,
if it's not Lugo, you're crazy. Like,
yeah, it was handed to him on a silver platter. He said thank you, and then proceeded to shove that platter down everybody else's throats.
Man, pretty tough to fit an entire platter down your throats, but can he fit a boomerang down your throats? Definitely not.
Obviously showed that he could, though. All right. Get those MVP votes out.
Get those MVP votes out, and as soon as we have the results from this straw poll, we will go straight to interviews. Let me check this straw poll here. I'm going to submit my hashtag bias caster vote. That's going to be a Lugo MVP from me, boys. And it looks like right now, Lugo up 5 votes to 1 right now. 6 votes to 1. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to call this one. Lugo is going to be your Game 2 MVP.
All right, we want to get these guys in for interviews, or we want to talk about stuff that we saw a little bit more.
All right, now we're going to go down to player of the game.
All right, if you are an MVP, aka a Cout and Lugo, come on in.
Yeah, any of us have mod privileges? I don't think we do.
No. They would never trust me with that.
Dude, you shouldn't trust me with that either.
Yeah, of course not.
All right, welcome to our humble abode, Lugo. Congratulations on your Game 2.
Thanks.
So I think the question on everyone's mind already is why Sivir mid?
So the first game, I wasn't able to get anything aggressively done against Frank. He was just playing very safe, and so I wanted to pick a champion that just scaled super hard. And because I wasn't gonna make anything proactive, I had to essentially let him react to me and then try making a play from it. But if he was gonna be very passive, I was just gonna play a champion that outperforms the late game. So even like my goal wasn't to win lane. My goal was just to get to the late game.
Yeah, take what was given to you. I think you did a really good job of that game. Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
handed you a double kill on a silver platter, and you just turned it around and said, "Hey, this game is mine now."
I think the biggest thing that Frank didn't realize was that, or I don't know if he probably did realize it, but my the spell shield blocked the Malzahar ult on me. That's why I wasn't CC'd.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So,
that early fight. So and I think that just like kind of they didn't
Actually,
tell Kha'Zix that my
he
ult.
used the Malefic Visions. He didn't have mana for ult. He still had ult.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He baited out your spell shield, and then he didn't have mana to ult you.
That's a big oof. Wow. Communication error there. Love it.
Oh.
Well, essentially what happened is, like, from game 1, we realized, like, you saw how much I was hanging around, like, mid, and there was just nothing that was going to happen with Frank. Like, he was just playing too far back, and he was playing Malzahar, and it was just, like, we couldn't get anything done. So, essentially, game 2, we kind of swapped to, okay, we're going to just play their style, but we'll do better. You know, we'll just do the hard engage, and we'll wait for the team fights. Like, you saw how patient we were in game 2, I think. And we just waited and said, okay, we're at the point where we have Rumble, Malfight, and Sivir, and we just do all 3 of those ults together, and donezo.
Yeah, you kind of took the question out of my mouth. Like, that was one of the things that we were like talking about you guys adjusting to, having something that's a little bit more concrete in terms of engage rather than something like a Lee Sin that can get like locked down a little bit easier. So nice adjustment on your guys' part.
Yep.
Can we get a count on this channel?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's not
What
coming.
else?
Don't have mod privileges.
Account.
The people got questions for you.
Mods!
They
Help!
want to know. Can anyone jump down into his channel?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, he's already in another league game, so I think we're gonna struggle.
Spam him on Discord. Spam him on League. Spam him everywhere. The people are dying to know.
That's okay. He doesn't have to have an interview. Screw you, account. Dadgummit.
You are now immediately disqualified from any more player of the games.
You forfeited your
You
future
forfeited your
rights.
player of the game privilege.
Yikes.
Oh
Alright,
man.
So we wanna wrap it up.
Any questions from the chat? Otherwise, we're good to go.
Before I throw in my last meme question here, let's see if chat has any questions.
Chat, you have
What you got
5
for us,
seconds.
chat? Anyone's
You
there?
got for us, chat. Come on, chat. We know you're all
Come
here.
on, chat.
Yeah, okay. Why is Chad Penguin big gay? Lappy, I'm gonna turn that one to you. Why is Chad Penguin big gay?
Why is he big?
I was
gay?
born this way.
Yeah, that's the only answer, right? Nothing could have turned him that way. It was just, genetics.
It was gay from birth. It was gay from birth, dude.
Yeah.
Lugo, do you support that opinion, or is it just born that way? Oh,
Yes. I'll support that. Yeah, fuck it.
man. All right.
That's team solidarity there.
We actually have a legitimate question now. For what team, though, is the question? Okay, from both of you guys, I guess. What is the strategy in pick ban after game 1 for both of you guys?
I mean, we're on the same team, so.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
You're
works.
trolling.
I'm trolling, yeah. But
Hi, trolling. I'm dead.
Like I said, I think we actually I think I can answer that question pretty well though. I think we kind of threw out what we had from game 1. We knew we weren't going to give Frank Vel'Koz no matter what. We decided that the Shen was a bigger issue than the Fiora. We decided Frank wasn't going to put Akiyut on a carry. Even though he's very, very good at the Fiora, that's the style that their team needed. They needed to pick a tank in top lane. And so we definitely wanted to get that Shen off. And then, like I said, we want to team fight this game. We don't want it to be like this weird skirmishy. We have to get ahead in the early game comp. We just wanted to play their style, and that's why we went with the kind of 3 tank-ish composition, even though Rumble's not really a tank. But that's why we changed it up.
all right.
All right, everybody. I'm trying to play some Apex Legends, so we need
Hey.
to.
Anyone want to play
also trying-
Apex Legends with Chad?
I'm also trying to play some Apex Legends.
Oh, woo. Oh, woo,
Here you
daddy.
go,
What's
two
this?
Ooh,
With
woo.
these 2 diamond Apex Legends players.
Bruh, I can't
They need
I
to
can't
pay.
aim my gun. It's hilarious. I can't aim my gun, dude. How do I play this game? Diamond 2 in the league can't play Apex Legends to save life. I had a 6-kill pop-off today, and I almost 1v3'd the champion squad, but other than that...
Look who it is.
Oh, hey, welcome back.
Is this where I gotta be?
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Just as we're wrapping up.
Just as they're trying to go play Apex.
Disgusting. Not my league. What were the questions if they're ready?
Alright,
Okay.
so you know what?
Anybody?
How come Frank won't let you play Fiora?
Wait, what?
How come Frank won't let you play Fiora?
How
We
come
left
Frank?
it open for you. We left it open.
Oh. There's. How can I say this without saying something bad?
Man.
We need frontline. Top lane is the most logical place to put a frontline person. A frontline. What we need. I saw Fiora was up, but I guess we just wanted to still play the front to back kind of play. We're still figuring things out in terms of how we play together. So the plan of just letting me let loose is not a part of the agenda.
Not part of Frank's agenda.
Not part of the team agenda. Not just Frank, the team agenda.
There we go.
Alright, so we got another question coming in from chat. R_Elucida says, now he corrected his grammar issues from the first one, but I'm going to use the first one because it sounds better. How can Frank is toxic and he is delusionally and denying that fact?
There you go. That's for a cow right there.
Oh, he's a timid boy actually. He is a timid lad.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a timid boy.
Oh, wow.
I'm in a game with him right now, so I know I'm about to get some shit whenever we start playing.
Oh, that's good.
Frank's reformed. He's a good man.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Austin would be proud.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Do we need a PMA spoof of that? You're a good man, Austin Everett Mills.
Oh, God no.
All right.
Hopefully next time you'll see me. hopefully next time you'll see me on a carry and we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah,
So,
right. Yeah,
I
right.
guess I got a question. Is y'all's plan next time to play against us to ban the Sivir, or are you guys gonna let it do it again?
I can't answer that. It's not up to me. It's not up to me personally. I don't care about Sivir. She's not that great.
Okay.
The only reason why that happened is because they flubbed some mana calculations, but you know.
Jesus.
Math's hard.
Chris is calculated over here. He's doing all the math while he plays. He knew it was calculated.
Do we have any legitimate questions anymore?
Now we're just
Yeah,
delaying
answer legitimate
playing
question.
the game, yeah.
This is devolving, casters, please.
Okay, we'll close it out then. Well played to both of you guys. Looking forward to seeing
Top lane will be mine.
coming forward. Unleash the beast later in top lane. All right.
Hashtag unleash the beast.
Yeah, on behalf of the casting crew and all PMA LCS and everyone ever since the beginning of time, thanks for coming out tonight. I hope all of you have a good night and join us next week for some more PMA LCS action.
All hail.